wanted to talk a little bit about the question that we explored: can a family be too big? Well, as you already know, as with most of these discussion prompts, there's not a right or wrong answer, but a way to really dissect it. And I think the resource dilution hypothesis is something that's an important part of sociology to be able to look at it. And what we're looking at with that hypothesis is we're looking at the structure of the family. That's where the size is. And we're not looking specifically at the dynamics. The dynamics emerge from the structure. Sometimes the dynamics impact the structure, just like a macro level forces impact micro level forces and vice versa. But there are lots of complex issues around family size. Some people have had very favorable experiences growing up in a large family, have very close ties with their siblings, or siblings supported them, and others did not have such a great experience. So remember, it's not just the dynamics between parents and children, and it's not just solely the financial ability. I mean, that helps, of course. But I always say this: we all only have 24 hours in a day, no matter how rich or how poor we are. And not everybody is able to manage multiple things in their life. Some people find it challenging, as they should, to work, have a family, and go to school. So where is the thinning out going to happen? There are certain expectations in the workplace. There are certain expectations in coursework that have to be met. As far as raising children, a lot of people learn along the way, or they replicate things that they experienced when they were raised as a child. People's decisions to have children or not have children, or the number of children they have, could happen almost subconsciously as a result of how they grew up. Or they may take the time, such as we all did, to think that question through, and just kind of entertain the idea of how overstretched are you? How overstretched do you want to be? How much weight and burden do you want to carry in your life, and the level of responsibility, of course. Some people are excellent parents with 10 kids. Some people are not so great with one kid. So we also want to remove, and this is where the challenge is, removing good and bad from anything that we talk about sociologically. So we're not saying having many children is a bad thing, right? But we also want to say that, that each individual has different needs. Some needs are greater than others, and those dynamics play out over time. So it's just something to ponder. I think it's something to consider. And it's definitely something that I think we all have some ideas about. We have opinions, we have beliefs. It's ingrained in our culture, our religiosity, our experience in life, and ultimately becomes the decision that we make for our own lives, which I think any decision we make for our own lives should always be the result of great thought and introspection on it over time. So I'm glad to get this tumbling around in your mind, and thank you for sharing your insights and some of your personal experiences on this. It's one of my favorite questions because it's kind of gets to the heart of what it means to form a family and whether or not that's the right decision for you.